Stop turning into objective. Pulse is also.
You stole my kill, you piece of crap.
Pulse, he's coming.
After watching that slight little video you had there, let's see what he's talking about. Stole his kill. Okay, this wall. This see the blitz? The blitz is the one that says it. He has the same name, Wall Hugger. And now watch, Doc. That should have been my kill if anything, but I don't care. And then Mute. See, I just mowed Mute down with the shotgun, and he's like, "You stole my kill." And then he comes over and aims at me, like I stole his kill, and he calls me a piece of crap. I didn't steal Doc, which I didn't even get to kill for Doc, which I probably should have since I shot him in the face with the shotgun, but I really don't care. But, I mean, I shot Mute, I think that was Mute, was that Mute, or Smoke or something, with the shotgun multiple times. That was 100% rightfully my kill, so I don't know what he's talking about, stole his kill, and then Jaeger died afterwards. And if you looked up at the top, you could see that no one else was dying, because, you know, it shows, like, the names of people dying up in the top right. So the only thing I can really think of was I either apparently stole, or someone stole Doc, which I mean rightfully was Thermites, he did shoot him in the head, or Mute, which I mowed down with the shotgun, which is 100% my kill. That's like the worst possible time for you to say that I stole your kill. When I point blank beside someone shooting him with a shotgun and killed him, there's no way that could have been your kill unless he was down. He was standing up. I mean, if he was down, then yeah, maybe I could have stolen it. It would have been it would have been a kill that was stolen if the person was down. But he was standing up, so I 100% did not steal the kill. If he's down, then yeah, if I was the one that killed him, then I would have been stealing your kill. But he was not down; he was standing up. So maybe he got Mute down and he thought that I killed him or something because he was. But maybe Doc revived him and or something like that. I don't know, but I don't think that's how it worked. I didn't hear Doc's thing go off, but I mean, I guess it couldn't have happened. But anyways, I'm just trying to understand. Like, he's either lying straight up, and you can just see it. But I mean, maybe he's telling the truth. But honestly, considering he's a little kid, it does seem like he's probably lying. I mean, considering how he. I mean, like, everyone's constantly, like, there's a lot of people lying all the time, and you just they don't realize that I can save a video clip and rewatch it for myself. Right here, I don't end up stealing her kill. I see that Cavier's down, so I know it's safe to revive her. And I don't want to end up stealing her kill, but I end up marking Cavier with the little marker there, and Pulse ended up jumping out, which is, I find the dumbest thing ever. Why would you jump out when there's 3 of us left? Jump out when I'm Montang staring at you. I mean, like, and then try and come for me. That's probably the worst person to come for is me when you have Capiteo. But look at this. Like, he came up and literally knifed all 3 of them. I don't know how. I can't explain to you how that happened, but that just happened, and it's not fake. That was real. I don't know how. It's not me that did it, obviously. It says Abby 4050 or whatever. But I mean, let's get into this here, okay? The new operators are coming out in like a week and a half, September 5th or whatever, and it's gonna be the most obnoxious thing ever, because nowadays, like, a really annoying team would be like Echo, Capcom, Frost, Doc, maybe Valkyrie. That'd be a really obnoxious team to go up against, right? Like those 5, like, together. I mean, having to worry about Capcom and Frost traps, Valkyrie cameras, and then an Echo drone that's going to disorientate you if you don't pay attention to it. And then Doc that's just going to overheal himself or heal them or revive his teammates really easily, which is pretty annoying. So, I mean, that is a pretty annoying team. But now, there's going to be 3 new trap operators, which I find is really obnoxious. But before we get into that, okay, you know how way back they delayed like Red Crow season, which was like season 3 of Year 1, and you know, we thought back then maybe they just wanted to make sure it was perfect, they put more effort into it. But by this time, we know that these Ubisoft people are just completely lazy. I'm sorry, I mean, but it's 100% the truth. The vote to kick system isn't right at all. It's completely bullcrap. They got this team killing stuff not like way too easily for, and the ban thing just doesn't make sense because I accidentally killed 2 people one time and got banned, but yet people purposely team kill twice and don't get banned. I think they can do something. They should do something. They should remove the team killing or something, or fix it, because I mean, at first it was a really good idea for like the first like year, but now it's just really sick and tired. And right here, I end up getting voted out because I picked recruit, and I just didn't decide to, you know, drive my drone around because I mean I just didn't want to. It gets boring after 1,000 times, and they removed me from the match because I guess I'm a recruit just because I picked recruit, or because I didn't want to move my drone around. Maybe they thought I was AFK, but I did pick recruit before the timer ran out because I was doing it there with my friend, and he's like, oh, now you have to pick recruit. And I mean, like, seriously, I can't even do that. Like, it's a game, it's casual. I don't understand why I can't just be the character I want to be and you have to vote to kick me, right? I mean, like, what's your problem? But whatever. Anyways, back to what I was saying with, you know, yeah, the Red Crow season, they delayed it and stuff, and they delayed a bunch of stuff constantly, and you thought maybe they're just doing it to get better, like to make it better and stuff, but that's, you know, that's not the case by now. I mean, them delaying an entire season with Operation Health is apparently they're going to fix stuff, which I don't see anything that's fixed at all, like servers and stuff. Like, servers are still garbage. They're still, like, this hitbox and everything is complete garbage still. I think the hitbox is now messed up when they put it, like, where you can't, like, if you hit a piece of clothing, it doesn't count, but you have to, like, hit where their actual, like, body would be under their armor.
He has a shield, he's useless.
I find that's good for, like, you know, like,
Don't worry,
gets his
that's
ear
what I
ups
do
and,
for
like,
a
ducks,
living.
you know, like,
I
visor
simply
sticks,
say,
like, if you just hit the visor
I'm a
from a
distraction.
certain angle,
I
it has nothing to do with actually him.
And be
But
a
that's
distraction.
really messed up because of the fact that Glass, right?
Like, what else do you do, Dad?
Glass can't,
Well,
that
I hold the shield.
basically
What
nerfs
else?
Glass
I'm a
massively.
distraction.
And
What
you're
else?
probably wondering how.
You ask too many questions.
Because of the fact that Glass sees their entire body glowing,
Look at that noise.
even the parts that can't get
Oh,
hit,
noise.
and you're
Look at my
shooting
kills.
them, and it doesn't count all the
No,
time.
no, no,
and,
no,
and
no.
it appears that his hitbox is already off, like to hit them with. It doesn't appear to hit them when you obviously shoot them already, let alone them. I'm just saying, I love Glass, and it's a disappointment. It's really disappointing to see him so bad. I mean, they had him so bad for so long, which I still used him here and there, and then they buffed him so much, it was too crazy. His gun just was too strong, and now they nerfed him, and then they nerfed him again. They made his sniper do less, and now they basically nerfed him again when they released the, you know, the thing where the body, you know, like basically they nerfed him again when they made it so that your closing, like the loose closing, doesn't get hit, but their actual it's just, that sounds so retarded, I'm sorry, but that's just, I don't understand. I mean, like, if they're gonna put the effort in to actually, you know, make it so that if you hit, like, the loose clothing, like, they're gonna put that effort in, but they can't put the effort in to fix Glass, like, do they not realize, like, and they said they're not gonna make it so that other characters become useless, but they basically did with Jackal. They made it so that him and Mira have a secondary shotgun, which is basically the whole point of Buck was his shotgun, which of course Buck's shotgun is still 10 times better, but, and then they're doing the same with, like, I mean, the traps. One of the new people have a concussion mine which injures you once you step on it or touch it. I don't know if it sits on the ground or what, but once you touch it, it injures you and disorientates you, or concussion stuns you, whatever, I don't know, which is basically better than Frost. It's smaller than Frost, which you can see in the clip that they show, and so that's Frost is this gigantic rectangular welcome mat that only downs you. It keeps you in spot, but I mean the concussion mod you can still move around, but it disorientates you or concussions you and gets you down. And it's smaller than Frost. And like, I'm pretty sure you can stick it to the ceiling and stick it like anywhere. It's like a Valkyrie camera, you can just chuck it. And it'll stick thing surface, which is ridiculous. Looking out for that, and it's not like, I mean, it's ridiculous because of the fact that Frost, at least you know that Frost and Capcons are gonna be, like, you know Frost is gonna be on the floor, right? You know it's gonna be on the floor, it's gonna be this gigantic black mat that is gonna be noticeable. Just look for black giant things stuck to the floor. You know, and Capcons, you know it's this glowing laser that's gonna have to be in a door frame or window frame. Which, you know that those two things you gotta look out for. But now you gotta worry about 3 new trap operators that can stick their traps anywheres. Like, they can put it on the ceiling, on the wall, on the floor, anywheres, and you have to worry about all these people. If they have, like, there's the guy that throws the little things, and he has apparently infinite of them, which I haven't heard anything more ridiculous in this entire game. I thought this game was extremely ridiculous, but this is just a new low. This guy can throw his things anywheres, and apparently he keeps regenerating them and can throw them on any surface, and they'll inject needles in him, and then you, I guess, have to pull the needle out, and it tells him if they've been, you know, if they went off. And I just, what? How do you keep getting more of them? Why don't you have a certain number? How do you have a little robot on your back that, like, the point is here is it doesn't make any sense to anybody in the entire world, but it's coming out. And then there's another one that's apparently going to be like Fuse, where you have to stick them down, and then with the attacker or something, she can like stick them down and like, they shoot like a little concussion thing or something, where she can throw them or whatever, but they have like a, or something where she has to put a timer on them and then they detonate or something, which, I mean, at least that makes her a little bit underpowered, considering they won't go off when you want them to go out. Like, they're gonna go off if you put a timer on it, and of course they're probably gonna run through, or they're gonna be a little bit too late, and the timer's gonna go off. Knowing me, that's what's gonna happen. So I'm probably just not gonna use that operator, considering it's just gonna be the most annoying thing ever, because I'm gonna time it for this long, and then they're gonna come in a second after it goes off, or a second before it goes off, and it's not gonna get them or something, and it's just gonna be the most annoying thing ever, and I just know that. And I have to see the operator first. I haven't seen much, but from what I can hear, they're ruining Rainbow Six, coming up with all these trap operators. They can basically have one of the trap operators is attacker, but they're releasing the guy with the needles on defense, and they're releasing the other girl that has like the concussion lines or something that gets you down and disorientates you. Is on defense, and then they have Capcom and Frost, and then they can have like an Echo, which is just completely like 4 trappers on defense. Like, seriously, like, I'm already afraid enough to come inside sometimes. Now I have to worry about, like, normally I'm looking out for people, right? I'm normally looking out for people, and I can straight up see if there's a Frost trap or a Capcom really easily. But now I'm gonna have to be looking out for people, and I'm gonna have to drone for like an extra 2 seconds just to make sure there's not some stupid thing stuck to the ceiling or to the edge of the wall beside me. It's gonna get me down on surprise and disorientate me. It's just retarded, but you know, the good thing here is that Thatcher's gonna be able to get more things. Hopefully Thatcher should be able to get these things. If Thatcher can't, you know, EMP them, it's pretty garbage. But, and hopefully IK's gonna be able to see them through the walls, you know, with her, you know, what do you call it? She can see technology through the wall.
I'm getting carried again.
And hopefully this should make Jackal even better as well, because of the fact that they're gonna be running all over the place, putting their traps everywhere. Jackal should have more footprints to, you know, track people that are gonna be all over the place putting traps down. So at least that might be something to look forward to. But you know, I'm just gonna cut the video off here.
Yeah, I'm
Me
like
speaking. You can watch a little bit of extra gameplay. I'm just gonna put at the end because of the
Bro,
fact
who
that
keep putting a drone
it's
right
not,
there in
it's
the
obviously
in the
not to
middle
get the
of
ad
the
revenue because look, we're already 15 minutes in, and I really don't care about the ad revenue. I don't ever base my videos off that, even though a lot of people do. I just really don't care, even though it's a lot of money and everyone does care. I just don't want to be looked at like that. I just really don't care. But I'm adding an extra, like, maybe a few clips at the end here. Just, you know, in case you don't want to hear me talking anymore and you just want to relax and watch some of it or something, maybe. I don't know. It's up to you. You're probably going to get off now anyways, but I doubt anyone
What?
who's made this for anyways.
Behind you.
So.
Behind you.
Peace out.
Knife him! Knife him! He's not
Actually,
dead!
I'm making a follow-up video. It's going to be a very, very short video.
I was reloading.
Probably like
You guys
30
are
minutes long.
yeah.
I
You guys
didn't
are
mean to
each other.
but that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be very helpful if you all follow it.
I was reloading.
Most people probably already know it by now, or some people do. A lot of people probably don't still though as well. So I'm going to do it just in case. Just thought it'd be helpful.
Got
Yeah,
it.
peace out.
Gotta go. Oh.
Gotta go back out.
This mirror and right there when you first turn into the right. Oh. We got a mirror right here. Behind you. Yeah, that's what's up. Oh shit.
Blame on.